what it means to be an all-star parent. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Family Legacy series where we talk about what it really means to build a family structure that lasts for generations. Today, we're cutting through every delusion, excuse, and half-baked parenting philosophy you've ever heard. Because this is the truth. Being a parent is not a casual side gig. It's not something you figure out as you go. It's not a vibe. It is the most important leadership role on earth. And if you're not ready to be an all-star parent, you're not ready to be a parent at all. What does it mean to be an all-star parent? It means you are fully invested, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, in the successful development of your child. You are not here to control their destiny, but to unlock it. You are not here to force them into your image, but to amplify the blueprint already encoded in their soul. This is not about perfection. This is about full participation. Let's get this straight. No one becomes great alone. Every Olympic gold medalist, every musical prodigy, every groundbreaking innovator had someone behind them. Someone who believed in them, resourced them, disciplined them, and built the environment around them that made their success possible. You want to know how Taylor Swift got where she is? Her parents uprooted their lives to support her talent. They moved, they invested, they sacrificed. You think Elon Musk's mother was passive? She was right there, backing his vision long before anyone else saw the path. This brings us to one of the most overlooked and powerful parenting models that high-functioning families have always understood. Treat your family like a team, a competitive, well-coached, strategic team. In every team, there's a star player, a LeBron, a Serena, a Messi. Families work the same way. One child may have the clearest calling, the sharpest edge, the greatest spark. And when a family recognizes that, the smartest thing they can do is get behind that player with everything they've got. This doesn't mean neglecting the other kids. It means having the discernment and strategy to identify the one with the clearest opportunity to break through the generational ceiling and making sure they do. Because when one rises, the whole family rises. When one breaks the gate, they open the floodgates for every cousin, sibling, and grandchild after them. Families that think generationally operate like dynasties. They fund talent. They build legacy. They align resources behind the one who can win. That is not favoritism. That is strategy. Let's look at cultures that already do this. In many high-achieving immigrant households, the family will choose one child to go all the way to the best university, the best mentorship, the most elite rooms. Why? Because that child becomes the leverage point. They become the foundation that future generations stand on. They break into circles the family could never reach before. They create capital, relationships, and structure that the next generation can inherit. Western families fail at this because they believe in the myth of equal everything. Equal time, equal praise, equal resources even when one child is clearly on fire and the others aren't even trying. That's not equality. That's sabotage. Equal division of support is not fairness when the outputs are not equal. You don't split the ball time evenly in the championship game, you give it to your clutch shooter. So if your child is gifted in music and another likes baking cookies occasionally, you're not being cruel by putting your money behind the musician. You're making a bet on the one who could change the family forever. You don't build dynasty by coddling mediocrity. You build it by backing greatness. If you had a family of 5 and one of them could actually make it to the top of their industry with the right support, wouldn't it make sense to get behind that child with everything? If one of them could blow the roof off, why wouldn't you give them the tools, the network, the coaches, the exposure? Parents say they want to leave a legacy, but few behave like it. Legacy is not a wish. It's a war plan. And your child's talent is your most powerful weapon. If you don't invest in it, you're wasting the very asset God handed you. There's also another layer to this that most parents miss. Children can feel when their gifts are ignored, when the family doesn't believe in them, when their talents are brushed off in the name of fairness. That kind of rejection goes deeper than words. It breaks something sacred in the psyche. It tells the child their magic is invisible, that they'll have to carry their calling alone. And I'll say this, no child should have to drag their destiny through the mud of family indifference. It's cruel, it's disempowering, and it's completely avoidable. Great parenting means showing up, not just with food and shelter, with vision, with strategy, with support that is tailored, targeted, and real. Don't just love your kids. Build with them, train them, stretch them, correct them, challenge them, fund them. And when one shows signs of being the cycle breaker, back them like your entire family tree depends on it, because it does. That is the job of the all-star parent, to look down the generational line and say, we're going up, and then to do everything necessary to make sure that future happens. More coming in the next episode. The family as a team, how to think like a dynasty, not a daycare. Hi, I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and what you just watched is part of my signature program, the Chosen One series inside School of Soul. This series is not just a course, it's a blueprint for those who know they were different from the start. The black sheep, the scapegoat, the truth teller, the cycle breaker. Inside, you'll discover the family roles playbook, the golden child, the scapegoat, the enabler, the lost child. and how to finally step out of the part you were cast in without consent. How the black sheep becomes the goat, turning rejection into radical transformation in leadership. How to break generational curses and rewrite ancestral contracts so the pain stops with you. And how to recognize and escape modern forms of spiritual and technological targeting, from gang stalking to synthetic synchronicity. This isn't just about survival. It's about awakening, about reclaiming your voice, your lineage, and your destiny as one of the chosen ones. Click the link below to access the full series now, because the role ends the moment you decide it does, and the real script begins with you.